The dogs are actually one of the greatest things, I think, here at this institution. It really does bring a touch of humanity. These animals are being saved from the shelters. They're being brought in and being loved as animals should be. And they're getting trained to be helpful with other people. The inmates also involved are feeling a sense of purpose with this and helping other people, that they're contributing back to society by helping people. I think that's the biggest thing.
This is a voluntary program. This is not their main assignment. They would take their dog when they go to their job, and the dog stays with them. And that gives an opportunity to train the dog to be with other people in, like, in a normal environment in the community.
That's it. Wait. Let's go.
So Trace is my first dog from the beginning. I've been involved in, I believe, 10 other dogs collectively, training them, but not from the beginning, not from scratch. And he has only been here 2 months, but he was the fastest learner that I've ever seen. Again, in all of those 10 dogs, you would only have to tell him something one time, and he would learn it instantly.
Look. Get it. Oh, good boy. Bring it. Hold. Give. Oh, good boy. Oh, you can't have it all. What are you doing? Back.
Me and my fellow co-workers were all clerks here in this office under the associate warden, so it makes for a real optimal place to train a dog how to react in a sensitive, quiet area. We have tugs and nudges on every drawer, so the dogs learn how to tug open different things. Tug.
Oh, good boy.
We have light switches that they'll learn how to do here, and it's just one of the most unique situations we could ever hope to have had.
Light. Good boy.
I've been in this institution for 3 years, and I was incarcerated for 11 years. So, and I'm less than 2 years to go home.
Good boy, look at you.
Even being in prison, you can choose to go on which path you go in prison. It's very easy to be led astray even here. And CST, this program, they don't leave room for error. You're held to a higher standard. To be in this program, you have to be right up free. You have to meet every highest standard. So you choose what's more important, running around and getting into trouble or changing someone's life potentially by working with a dog.
We're going to be doing our training class where we're going to be doing all of our different behaviors that the dogs are learning for their service dog work. It's okay. So this is Ricky. Okay. His brother is Richie. And they have not been, they've been kenneled in separate kennels for the last couple days. He was an owner surrender, and he's been at the shelter for 3 months.
Good boy. You know, and now that Alto's just going to be right across the hall from me. And, you know, that's probably not going to do very good tonight because he's going to be busy wanting me, but he's with her a lot, so hopefully everything will work out. But, hey, we'll do our best, you know? Do our best. Do it. That's it. Good boy.
This is Richie.
Richie.
And I was hoping that you would do the training for him and at least start and see how he does. He's a little bit softer than his brother, but he's a little bit more outgoing.
I think we're going to work just fine.
All right, very good.
That's his favorite treat.
Oh.
I'm June. I'm a lifer doing without, and these dogs are lifesavers. We're going to have to do some work, I see, but we're going to be fine. He's going to pick up quick, I can tell.
Okay, everybody please get up and sit on a chair with your dog. Make sure you have clickers, treats, because we're going to start the class with working in the chairs.
Good boy.
I'm looking for their ability to do the task. I'm looking for how long it takes for them to do it, how much prompting it takes from the trainer to get them to do it if they have their hands all over the dog or if it's verbal, and if the dog is responding the way that it should quickly and doing the behavior precisely.
What we're doing is we're practicing a seizure alert. We're trying to get him to get used to noticing somebody on the floor. We're trying to get him to alert us.
I'm very proud of the dogs, you know, and what they've learned, but I think more so I'm proud of what I call my ladies and what they have accomplished themselves here, because they are doing the work. They have learned this over the past 8 years, and they are now demonstrating their skill and their ability to take on a class like this and basically run it, and I'm just watching it.
When she meets a new dog, she does that.
And then if I see something that's not correct, then we go in and we'll fix it. Watch her eyes. Watch her eyes when she does something like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, remember there's a freeze.
Right, so catch her before.
Catch it before that.
Right.
Okay?
Okay,
Try
I have
that.
now. This
That's
is,
your
okay.
homework this week.
Awesome.
The 9 dogs that are ready to go have been fully trained. They are well versed and know over 50 commands, from basic obedience to task. The primaries that we have with them were the people that taught them what they know.
Okay, Leo, watch me. Good boy. Look, get it? You need everything? Good boy, bring it. Hold. Give. Good job. Good boy.
And can you bring her around to do a place on here?
My name is Sylvia Kasuga, and I'm a volunteer for Canine Support Teams. I think the shelter dog program actually helps us in many ways, but something that's really good about the shelter dogs is they come in with almost like ganas, like a desire, and they want to hear, what can I do for you? No one has paid attention to them very much because they didn't have time to at the shelter. So the dog comes in and it's like, oh my God, I have one-on-one attention. One lady, sometimes 2 or 3 ladies to one dog. And so the dog all of a sudden wants to work so hard for those people because they're getting so much love and attention, and that does so much for the women too, to be able to have a dog to work with.
Every one of these animals is a emotional little creature. I don't understand how people can just put them down without at least attempting to rehabilitate them like we're trying to be rehabilitated, and it's not really that difficult with the training that we've received. Granted, 8 years ago I wouldn't be able to do it. It's a lot of work. We don't just have the dog. I work full-time. I go to college full-time, so I have full-time studies plus classes, plus I have a dog to train. Well, it's very important that they know how to behave in an office-type setting, because this dog could go to somebody who works in an office. You can now type in what you're looking for. Or even say that she's with someone that stays at home, but they have to go to the doctor's office. Then she has to be able to go to a spot and lay down and behave herself. So you get to start the shopping safety. Okay. We've often been told that it's not just the task that they can do for the person, it's the fact that they're the icebreaker. When somebody sees a disabled person, the dog with a disabled person, they see the dog rather than the wheelchair or the person's disability. So they come up and they want to interact with the dog or ask questions about the dog. It's the same thing here. They look beyond the fact that I'm an inmate or whatever crime or whatever they've known about me in the past, and they still want to interact with the dog. It's all about the dog. And the big picture of what they can do for a disabled person.
There's 0 offenses after someone has been in this dog program. Anybody who left CIW, California Institution for Women, they left for good if they've been in this program. They're not coming back, and most likely when they're out there, they will get a shelter dog too.
So the dogs here that are leaving today have been paired up with an inmate who is a very advanced trainer, and they've been together anywhere from 4 months to some of them 10 months, depending on when they came in.
So this is Leo. He is 18 months old, and he's getting ready to leave to go to team training and be placed with somebody. Leo is a great boy, so I'm gonna really miss him. He does really good with pulling wheelchairs. He does great with retrieving. He's pretty good with just about everything. Although I'm in prison, I'm not. Within myself, I have freedom because of the help of a dog. And so I know that when the dog goes to somebody out there that can't maybe walk or can't, use their legs or can't use their hands to turn on the light, that this dog is going to give that person that independence. Boy, so sweet.
We've done our part, and now it's time to let them go on with their journey and be matched up with a disabled person where they can change their life and make their life better.
And then they're going to hand them off to us. we'll change out their jackets and their leashes, and we'll go ahead and load them in the vans. It's an emotional day for all of us.
He's an awesome dog.
He's a good guy.
He's gonna really help somebody.
I know.
And we're gonna come back in with pictures, and we're gonna come back in with stories, and we're gonna tell you all about it.
You always do, and each one is special, so we can't wait to hear him. We want him to change and affect someone's life, even a fraction of their lives. And he's gonna go out and do that. So at the end of the day, that's what we do this for. So as hard as it is for us to let go, we gotta imagine what he's gonna do.
They're gonna go out and be with somebody all the time. They're not gonna be alone in the backyard. They're not gonna be neglected.
I really appreciate everything you did. I know that you've been doing this a long time now, and that's why you're the professional trainers you are. So great job. Thank you so much, every single one of you.
Thank
you. Thank you. We need you to hand over your dogs now, so if you come forward one at a time, we'll get someone to take your dog. Okay?
I will be taking Tiffany. Thank you very much, Sky.
Good job.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, Vera. Good job.
People have often told me, how can you do it? I couldn't do it just to have them taken away from me. I said, I could give up months of happiness for moments of pain. It's sad, but I've learned that I'm blessed to be a part of this.
Thank you so much. So welcome. You are so welcome. You guys take care. Let's go.
It's hard not to cry. It's very hard not to. It's like a piece of your heart's going. Your time, because you train with these dogs 24 hours a day. Every moment that you're interacting with this dog is a form of training. So you're pouring your heart into everything, and you pour your heart into it with the expectations that they're going to go out and give a piece of your heart back to the community. So it's really what you're going for.
Bye.
Good night, ladies. See you at class tonight.
For me, it's a big deal to see. That is what helps the ladies turn their lives around, because they have that opportunity to melt their heart and start over. They give back a lot to the community when they train a dog.